we are here. It's Miss Vibrations. Make sure you go tell your friends and all your loved ones and the friends of the show, that's the friends of you, that Miss Vibrations with Candy Coated Secrets is on with my co-host, Abraham. I feel like we go through this every
show.
Every week we go through this. We're introducing him. So make sure you give me a heart and thumbs up when you join in, share it. And if you're watching this lovely show after the live is gone, make sure you type #replay into the comments. Okay? And you go ahead, Kevin, get into what you're doing. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good, Candace. I mean, I really didn't do a whole lot. Mostly, just relax. That's what I do on the weekends. What about you? What you did? How
what did I do this weekend? I don't really think I did nothing this weekend. I truly can't even remember what I did this weekend if we're going to sit here and we got to be quite frankly honest. I just know that I had a great, lovely weekend. That's all I know. I did a lot of meditating and I had my reading. Make sure you guys check us out and tune in next week. We are going to have the Oracle Fairy. That's right. The Oracle Fairy is going to be here next week. All right?
And I'm getting mine done live, so
yes.
I'll be able to let y'all know if this is 100% legit or if you need to go ahead and quit.
No, I'll tell y'all, before we get into tonight's discussion, make sure you share the show, you guys. I did it. I like to call it like an energy reading because I had like this huge burst of energy. This person doesn't know me. Mm-hmm. I don't know them. And it's not, before you guys think, it's not this is your future life. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. It's not the Carmen Jones with the Beyonce.
Right.
It's nothing, this guy is nothing like that. Is wonderful. You understand? Like, it is so wonderful. You feel rejuvenated. It's like, even if you are a little apprehensive about it, you can't even be apprehensive because his energy is just so breathtaking.
And I'm ready. Look, the way Candace is talking about this, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to really see this.
I'm telling you. Go ahead, we gonna do it. So what are we getting into tonight?
All right, we're getting into a few things tonight, Candace. One of the main things we're gonna talk about, the first topic of the night is why are we conditioned to believe that love and pain go together?
Ooh, y'all hear that? Why are we conditioned to believe that love and pain go together? That's deep. You want to take it or you want me? I'm gonna let you start. I'm gonna let you be the man at the studio today.
Okay, so you
take the lead. Let you take the lead. Then we can go there.
Okay, so pretty much, I think we're conditioned to believe that love and pain go together. Probably because what we've seen maybe our parents go through.
Okay.
Maybe what we've seen other people go through, and maybe because they stayed in a situation or something for so long. Okay. Maybe from what we see on movies and stuff like that. And I think sometimes we believe that, if we're not going through something, maybe it's born. Maybe the relationship that we're in is born. Yeah. Or
I think it all goes back to, like you said, what we are used to, what we are conditioned to. Mm-hmm. You become addicted to chaos and drama. Right? If that's the case, because that is true. Like, sometimes when you're in a relationship and there's nothing going on because of like our past, we'll start to think or feel like some shit's going on just because we aren't used to it absolutely being nothing going on. And I think it's because we don't really see, especially what y'all call it in our community. I like when you say that, especially in the black community, we don't always often get to see what a healthy marriage or relationship looks like. Our parents probably didn't know how to communicate with our dads. Our dads didn't know how to communicate with our mothers. Our mothers didn't know how to communicate with our fathers. So, it's just like one big circle of like a whirlwind that goes around. Which takes me to the fact that I feel like while we also condition the world, like hurt people, they say.
Yeah, that is true.
But also, people like hurt. I just feel like, the world is so attracted and attached to hurt. Case in point, you could be in a situation where either your friends, family, or even just you know that it's no good for you, right? Whether they are stepping out, not paying bills, not coming home, putting their hands on you constantly with infidelity issues, and somebody somewhere is saying, well, stay with her because she a good person, or stay with him because he a good man. It's like we praise you when you fuck up. It's like, wait a minute, if I'm coming to you and we're talking and it's just like, this is not good for me. This is hurting me. Will we really tell them to stay in something that you're hurting in? Y'all follow, like, people tell you to stay in a situation you're hurting. For instance, I don't know, we do not know, we cannot confirm nor deny. But you like Cardi and all of them and Offset. Here we just seen that Cardi B and Offset has now surfaced again where there's an allegedly divorce,
Yeah,
right?
there's Cardi filed for divorce. And I mean, so what that is, I mean, we don't know like the exact details.
Right.
She been stopped sharing a whole lot of stuff a long time ago.
Right.
It seems like she has better control over what she is able to let the public know or whatever. But I mean, it makes you raise the question. It's just like, wow.
But remember
She
the
was
first
in that-
time,
Right.
everybody was saying stay when she was like, yo, he cheated,
Mhm.
and everybody was like, oh, stay, but he loves you so much.
Yeah, and then it was a whole like little thing where it was just like, okay, she stayed with him, and then people were just like, okay, people were happy about it, especially from what I seen on Twitter. They was like, I guess calling Cardi a ride or die, or they expecting for, I guess, men to cheat and a woman to be okay with that.
Okay.
And to me, I was just like, you know what, that's some bullshit, because if she, I mean,
No, you don't cut.
but she,
This nigga.
but she, I mean, she was in a situation, I mean, that probably wasn't best. Who knows what would she contribute to the situation either?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you could definitely tell, like, from back when she didn't have control over what, social media and what, the public seen. I mean, you could just tell she was hurting. I mean, you could just...
Yeah, and I think with anything too, a lot of times we understand with social media and platforms, it's also an outlet. Social media is some people's vice. Not everybody drinks, not everybody smokes, not everybody party. Like, some people, this is where they get off their thoughts. And I think in situations with, like, celebrities and things like that, like, she can no longer do what she usually would do when she was just Cardi on a come out. It's like, you made it, and here it is. Because you remember, she defended him when people was like, yo, she was like, look, I don't know who had just committed suicide or killed themselves around that time, when that first happened. And she was like, she did the live and was like, please don't bash him, don't come at him about it, because she didn't want him to do anything that was going to like hurt himself or anything like that. So at the same time, we've seen it. How many of y'all watch P Valley? Give me a heart of those of you watch P Valley. Case in point, on P Valley, when Mississippi MIS crooked letter I was getting beat up by her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And when the guy that looked like the fake Drake came, Diamond is his name.
Spoiler alert! So if y'all haven't watched it, y'all might want to close your ears on this part.
Okay.
But go ahead, Candace.
Remember, she pulled the gun on him.
Yeah, she pulled the gun on him because he was about to really mess
He was
up.
beating her boyfriend up that's been beating her up, sending her to work, beat, banged, and bruised. And she pulled the gun on him. So that's even something true, like even with my prior, profession, they teach you relationships and domestics will turn fast. They'll be against each other, but they'll turn on you quicker than anything. So it's just like I feel like we cheer people on to stay in situations that may hurt them. And it's like, why? What is that about? Why do we do that? Then you do have some people who, feel like that, oh, he only loves me if he blacked my eye. Or she only loved me if she choked me, because people think that, oh, that jealousy shit is cute. Like, for me, like, that's not cute. That's dangerous.
Yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know when it gets real toxic. And of course, like, if you already getting beat on, or you getting black eyes, or y'all always
Police
going back and
called.
forth. Like, at that point, it's toxic, and y'all probably just don't even y'all just need to separate. I'm telling you, it's a piece of freedom on the other end of what you're dealing with. So,
but some people. But then you have some people who are afraid to leave. And I think that is just like, because on P Valley, remember, she had asked Haley, like, why won't she just leave? And she was like, because if she leave, that'll be the day she died. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's
when they're more likely to,
Yeah, because it's like, oh, wait a minute, what you mean you're gonna leave me? What do you mean you're gone? So I just personally like feel like, if anybody's in a situation that you need to be in, because I always say love yourself, because clearly if you love you more than anything, you wouldn't be tolerating and accepting the abuse, right?
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, do better, get better. You know what I'm saying? But also I feel like this: if you're not gonna leave and y'all get into the police calling phase, don't call the police. Let the police. I know everybody don't like the police right now, but let the police deal with some real emergencies. And I'm not saying that your domestic and your black eye is not an emergency. But if you already know that when Top Cron walk out that door, and you already know that when Rock Kettle walk out that door, you're going to call them right back.
These are some very ethnic names, by the way.
I'm just saying. But the goddamn, but when I was in the group and I was talking about Ariana Grande and them, y'all told me I shouldn't be talking about nobody that wasn't of color. But I'm just saying, it's pointless. I feel like sometimes overreacting can just go a long way, because it's like you overreacted knowing you was gonna call me as soon as the police left.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, that's a real toxic situation. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we gotta condition ourselves to understand that love and pain don't necessarily go together.
I feel like
if you're in a relationship, y'all may go through things, but if y'all consistently going through things and it's like always pain more than it is, happiness, or if y'all can't go a week, with just straight happiness, or it don't even have to be happiness, but just like y'all working together. Like, I just feel like that is
alone toxic.
Right, that alone is toxic. Like, if you can't go a whole week without arguing, can't go a whole month without arguing, then I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, y'all just need to go ahead and get out of it. Ain't no point of staying in there. I don't know what y'all working towards, because I mean, nothing lasts forever. So I mean, like if y'all in a marriage and it ain't working out, I mean, it's always options for divorce. I mean, nothing should hold you. Not even to me, I don't even think kids should even hold a relationship together. Honestly, if it doesn't work, then I mean, it just doesn't work. Then you just gotta understand that love isn't supposed to hurt.
Yeah, so. Especially with whatever you believe in, right? Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm more spiritual than anything. So I believe that God is love, and God is not hurtful. To me, this is my opinion. He may take you through some hurtful moments, but you gotta learn some bumps and bruises along the way. But at the same time, he did not say, Peter and Rebecca, those names. You guys stay together even if you're hurting, even if you're unhappy, even if we're not getting along. And Rebecca, make sure you stay and you continue to be the same you, even if Paul is saying he ain't coming home. Well, he's not paying the bills. He's not. So because love is supposed to be hurtful, so I'm going to keep you together. Mm-hmm. So then if that was supposed to be true, then what would be the point of growth and change? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like it all goes down to self.
Yeah, and then you gotta see. I like what you said about like growth and change. If you want to grow and the person who you with not growing either, that's going to start creating a toxic environment, because the other person going to get jealous, or you're going to get sick and tired of seeing the same thing, the same repetitive behavior coming from the other person. So especially like I said, if y'all trying to grow together.
I feel like pain is different in relationship. Mm-hmm. If it's pain, that's a problem. But if it's growing pains, that's something completely different. If you're growing, and I'm not talking about growing pains where as though you hitting. Growing pains come with the compromise, the considerate. Doing things. If I want to go see ballet and you don't want to go, but you're gonna go just because it's something for me. Growing pains, or hey, a lot of times it could be a personality conflict too. Because I think when we get into a relationship, sometimes we can feel and think that our partner is us, and it's supposed to be us, and don't have a life outside of the relationship, and that can also create conflict, and it can also become toxic as well. But as long as like we're growing and it's for the better, and you're uplifting me and it's saying, well, we're able to have healthy conversations and discussions to come up with solutions. If there's a conversation going on and one person or both parties feel like it's an argument, then that's a problem, because it's supposed to be a conversation. It may not be a conversation you like, it may not be going in your favor or how you think, but it's a conversation, and if it has a solution to it, then it has a solution to it. But sometimes, back to like what you said, sometimes the end result is that you gotta walk away, whether it's marriage or it's not, whether you're single or you're not, because and we do know, I believe it, especially with Abraham and Dr. Joe Dispenza and all of that meditation and just life itself. As you grow, the people in your experience either grow with you or they grow out of your experience. But either way, you're growing. So that's always the positive. I think it was a word. That was a word, y'all. Give me a that's a word. You understand? I told y'all Miss Vibrations is highly activated and is here, okay? Because if we are told that change is a good thing, all change is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Change is good. I feel like when you become too comfortable, that's the problem. Because then you're not even open to change.
Oh, so this was one of the ones that we said we was going to open up for the comment discussion. So somebody said,
so the producer's gonna read the comments.
Okay.
So we're coming into the comments, you guys. Make sure you share, tag your friends below. My nose hasn't itched on the show in a long time. Look, tag your friends below, share. You know, reach one, teach one. You know, and like I said, you can't say you support all businesses if you ain't sharing my shit. So. Prove me wrong, okay? So we're gonna go over to the comments and see what the comments are saying in regards to that, while Kevin prepares the next topic.
Timothy Bond says, "It do. You promise God for better or for worse."
Hold on, can I just say something to that?
Yeah.
Going completely off script.
God will understand if I went against that promise. I'm sorry, because that to me locks you into something that could be not what your plan in life is, or not even what God's plan is for you. So I mean, to me, that's like what oxymoron. Like, you know, for better or worse, no.
I feel like for better or for worse mean you want chicken and I want steak.
I mean, I'm talking about, you know, for better or worse mean, okay, I'll be with you, you know, when you're in bad health. I'll be with you if, you know, we start running into money problems.
I'll be with you if we start having, like, we're growing and you want to explore different, you know, faith or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That to me is like for better or for worse. But if we're talking about you blacking in my eyes, you infidelity, no.
Because I feel like people will take for better and for worse and make it be what they want it to be too.
Exactly.
So it's just like, I guess it goes all, for better or for worse is what it means to you. If for better or worse means stay, you know, because your husband or your wife is giving you a black eye, if you feel like that's for better or for worse, then baby, don't complain. Yeah, so it's just like, everything means something to everybody individually. Go to the next comment. You go to the next comment.
Next comment.
Dorian Robinson said, "Growing pains can be bad too." Then he stated, because that hurt could be that the person you're trying to grow with is not meant to advance with you to the next chapter of your life.
Yeah, Cam said that. Yep, Cam just said that. And I mean, that just proves the point even more. Like, okay, sometimes you and people, y'all just go separate ways. Like, y'all growth path is, y'all maybe, like I said, some people are here for a season. Some people are here for a reason. Some people may be there, you know, for a long time with you, and they may not serve that same purpose for you that they served for you when y'all first met. So.
Yeah, and I like that too, as far as what you said that, because that made me think about Madea, Tyler Perry playing, where she was like, look at people come in your life, look at them like a tree. At the tree, you got the roots, then you got the bark, then you got the trees and the limbs and the leaves. Some people gonna come in your life and be that root, and it ain't nothing you can do with that root. And then you go have some people where you fall off. Case in point, I don't know if y'all seen Power. Give them the spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Plug your ears in if y'all ain't seen
The fact was, at his funeral, there was nobody there from his past. And when I say that, I'm talking about all the drug dealer boys was gone. His best friend didn't even show up. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have many friends. But it was so many different people that was there, as far as like an uncle that we didn't know came out of the woodwork. You know, people from the mayor's office. You know, he changed his life. And I get it. This is a show. But what I'm saying is I see messages in shows.
Right.
I don't just watch them. So here it is. It wasn't easy for him to get to where he was. It was a whole lot of growing pains. You get what I'm saying? He lost the girl that he wanted. He found out he didn't want his wife no more. Was married to her for all these years, and then asked her what she thought he was going to be when she first met him. She said, well, I thought you weren't going to be shit but the biggest drug dealer. Remember? Y'all remember she said that? I thought she was going to be the biggest drug dealer in New York. And then he was like, damn. Because he wanted more for himself. So with him changing or whatever direction he chose to get in, I'm not saying he was squeaky clean, because you know there's always that one person like, no, because he was still good. That's not the message here. The message here is, when he was in that casket, none of that street mentality in that life that he was in was around him. It was like political people with meaning. So again, yeah, that goes back to what Dorian said. Yeah, it's going to hurt. It ain't saying it's going to be easy, but hey, I think when you think about change, ask yourself, how do you want to be remembered. Next topic.
Next topic. Oh, and just for all y'all in the comments asking, do we know that the screen is green? We do
We
know.
do know that the
that
screen is green. If you want to know why the screen is green, you go ahead and like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for furthermore details.
Candace can sell you she can sell you stuff that you don't even need. Right. So the next topic is going to be.
Can we respond to Timothy Barnes?
Oh, go ahead. What do you say?
Timothy Barnes said that was your choice, though.
What?
He was speaking in reference to when y'all was saying like God had to understand basically about the for better or for worse part.
Yeah, it's your choice.
Yeah, he's saying it was your choice to get married.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not what my choice to get married and get my ass beat every day, or cry in a room, or
I ain't agree with that.
you know, be in pain or be married to you and not happy. No,
I ain't agree with that.
you make the choice to stay as well. So that's why I like to say we all have free will. You have free will. And I think that nothing is guaranteed, and we see that every day because people pass away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You come here, but the point is, if some of us can come here and find our purpose, and you could be in this hurtful situation, and it could create greatness. Case in point, you know, my pain created and put me on the path to my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's different. It's all a choice. I could have stayed. I could have left.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, all right, you know, it's all free will, Timothy.
To each his own, basically.
Basically.
Okay, so would you be in a relationship purely for finance purposes?
Okay, so what made you want to talk about that? Like, how did that?
Probably because we was talking about love and pain. So I'm
Yeah,
just up there
okay.
like, would you be willing to?
How would you be though? Like,
What you mean?
would you be with somebody certainly for just financial reasons?
I would. For a period of time. It wouldn't be long, like until I just like get myself together.
So you saved up enough
It
of that
sounds,
money?
yeah, it sounds bad, but I mean, I would, do that. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't do it for long because I feel like I wouldn't just give up totally on myself just to be with somebody. And who knows? Because that to me, that's like a setup to be toxic. It is. But I mean, if I'm in a real bad, like financial situation, and this person coming by saying, hey, I want to deal with you, and I mean, look, I cover all your finances. You don't gotta work, stuff like that.
He said you don't got to work. You'll do it. All right. So, would I be in a relationship or with somebody just for financial purposes? How about that? Would you guys be in a relationship just for financial purposes? I couldn't. I guess it because it's like money can't buy me happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So I know there's no amount of money for me
Mm-hmm.
that would be able to have me say, I'm going to still be here and be unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of times in relationships, us women too, we heal while we're in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can heal while you're going through it and nobody even knows. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can't be with nobody when it comes down to money. And I think that takes us into the
next
topic of Dr. Dre's ex-wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
She wants
$2 million.
Oh, she wants $2 million for alimony.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all guys think?
No,
what do you guys
it's
think
a
of
month.
that? So tell us about that.
So we just go moving right into that one.
Yeah, because they all
Okay.
go together.
Okay, so
With the
yeah, so
money.
these two go together, and it was pretty much Dr. Dre, Nicole Young, who is Dr. Dre's ex-wife, is requesting $2 million a month to keep up her lifestyle now that they are getting a divorce. Now, my question then goes,
Mm-hmm.
$2 million like a month, like that is a lot of money.
You think so?
That is a lot of money, but like I said, it seems as though she was in a relationship with him, which I mean I don't know. Maybe they did love each other at one point in time, but it definitely seemed like if she's asking to request that much money from him a month, it seems like that relationship was built off of just being in there just purely for the finances. Because
So you would do it?
I
Would you stay married just for the finances? Crickets, would y'all do it? Would you do it? So I feel like this. If she is accustomed to a certain lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said to you before, Of course, it's a breakdown as to why do you need this $2 million. I feel like it should be maybe only for like 3 or 5 years because, like I said, if they had kids, I'd be getting more than that if they had little children. But at the same time, it's like, you know, wasn't she like supposed to have been with him for a minute while he got his career or something? I don't really know too much about Dr. Dre.
I don't really know too much about
them. I don't really know too much about them.
I don't know too much about it. I know Dr. Dre got an endless bank account, and that $2 million a month, that is a lot of money. $2 million a month. That is what, $52 million a year?
But for how long though?
It is.
Because I feel like as long as they was if we was together, I'm getting more than that. Because we don't really know. He might have been giving her $2 million. I didn't really agree with the fact. I think you said that he was giving her an allowance. Ain't no grown ass man about to give me no allowance.
So that's when it started getting a little toxic when I read that part because it kind of didn't make a whole lot of sense. It was just like, okay, he stopped her, and that's another reason why I said I would be in a relationship purely for my finances to be covered for a certain amount of time. But you're not gonna be able to be able to hold your money up against me. So I'm on the cold side a little bit in it because it was a part that I did read where he was like cut off her black card. And like stop her allowance or whatever. I'm not a child. Don't you stop giving me money like that. I don't know.
And they were together and he was doing that.
Yes,
they were together and they had kids and he would cut off her money. But again, that's why I think it goes into stuff like that. Get your own business. Does she have her own business? Do any of y'all know if she has her own business outside of the relationship? Because you see what the hell Shawnee did. Shawnee was taking money and saving Shaq money when she was going through it. And then when she left him, she brought him to her own thing. So I don't really know too much about them. But I do feel like, give me whatever I'm accustomed to. Allow the judge to give it in order. But we also do see how some of them celebrities are fake what they make to even pay child support. So it's just like, to each his own. If you allow your wife not to work and to be able to do all that, all right, well, you leaving, we leaving. I'm not gonna be able to get me a job tomorrow. So it's just like, I would reach probably me personally. I'm big on still treat me accordingly, even if we aren't together.
Right.
That doesn't mean that I have to now continue to be your sole, priority or anything like that. But it's like, my nigga, don't act like I just wasn't married to you for all of these years. Don't act like just because we're not working, like we didn't share time, space, and realities together. Like still treat me accordingly because it's like, I gotta get on my feet. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, treat people how you want to be treated. I'm not saying you gotta be the best of friends or they would have to be the best of friends of it, but it's like, don't act like you don't know who I am. And I think that also goes down to the circumstances of any relationship or marriage ending. It's like, what was the cause of it? What was the reason for it ending? So I don't really know. You want to go? We can go to the comments. We're going to read some comments on that one.
Nicole Knox said, "Baby, she had allowance because she had a spending problem."
I mean, but what's the spending problem when you worth $1 billion? Like, what is that? She did have a breakdown though. Hold on, because I did.
Yeah, we gonna go
it
to
was
breakdown.
a breakdown of stuff that.
What's the song Jay-Z said? What's $1 billion to I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cents?
He said right.
But he also says, what's a millionaire to
He was like, what's 50,000 or something to a millionaire?
Yeah, 50,000. So Dre, what's $2 million to you? You got the beats, you got all these records, 50 Cent, Eminem. Come on,
okay, so here's why she says she needs $2 million. So she said she needs $10,000 per month to clean her house and laundry.
I can agree.
I mean, she probably got a big house, so and she probably got a
She used to having probably maids. Keep it a bean. She ain't doing no cleaning.
She probably don't know how to clean. I mean, you
never know.
And then she also says she needs $135,000 to pay for new clothes each month. Now I'm gonna go ahead and be on her side again with that because she got a certain lifestyle she gotta live. Like she owns like charities and stuff. Like she can't be going there looking any old kind of way.
Well, now don't get me wrong. When it comes to your clothes, he ain't got to provide your clothes. You're going to have to change your spending habit. Just like some of these girls do when their good drugs and their boyfriends no longer exist when they go to jail. You have to change your spending habits. You might have to sell that bag. You might have to do it. So she shouldn't need no $100,000 for no damn clothes. Go back to Kmart with that one, pawn and use the shit you got.
Now, I know for a fact that's gonna be a little hard for her.
Yeah, it is. But you know, come on now.
I don't know. I think that one might take her out. Then they also say they need $60,000 a month for education costs, including tuition and living expenses. And this is
that for the kids?
This is for the two kids.
Okay,
so this is
that
for,
I agree with.
She got a 23-year-old and a 19-year-old.
Okay, with him or theirs or hers beforehand?
It doesn't say.
Okay. Do y'all know? Is it their kids together or their kids outside of them?
So then she also got $100,000 a month for mortgage.
But you know they be living in them damn houses. She could lower that down and go get her nice little house up in Pennsylvania.
$100,000 a month for mortgage.
That's ridiculous.
$20,000 each month to pay for her telephone, cell phone, and email use.
How much telephone? So what is the purpose of this telephone? See, I feel like we don't really know. We can only go off of the surface, but we don't really know what she used to.
She probably got a whole lot of phones. I know celebrities be having like 10 phones.
Mm-hmm.
Why they got 10 phones? I mean, I don't.
Well, go to some more of the comments.
But
So we can get some more of the comments.
Dorian said he agreed with allowances because she should be responsible. Laverne says no prenup, suck it up.
Yeah.
Timothy Bond said what wasn't she doing for him to cut her allowance?
What you mean? What wasn't she? What you mean?
I mean, it's a little bit of story in this article. I mean, to me,
I just feel like, yo, if it wasn't a problem while you was with her, just suck it up, cut your losses, and just give it to me, and we can just call it in. We always talk about people just being man. Just what Tony Braxton say? He played in that damn video with Tony. Tony told him 9 years ago, just be a man about it.
okay.
Deal with it. Just be a man about it. So I mean, that's what comes with these celebrities. Like I guess what Laverne said too. It's something like that. Get a prenup. Just get a prenup. Or if you don't have a prenup, yo, this is what comes with it. How about would y'all sign a prenup?
I'm not.
Would you sign a prenup?
Prenup, no.
Give me 100 thumbs up and let us know you here. Would you sign a prenup, you guys? Would you sign a prenup?
No.
Why not?
No.
Cause why?
Because we ain't doing that. I need full blown access to your money. You need to trust me.
So let's say you was like the fashion guru, Dorian, okay, and you ended up meeting somebody along your way. Y'all grow y'all together. Would you ask them to sign a prenup, or would you be okay with if that ended? You've been doing this for forever. They get to freaking take maybe half of everything you got. Would you want them to sign a prenup?
Now that's where the double standard comes because
you can't be
you
selfish.
ain't getting half of it.
Sound like he's selfish.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. I would sign a prenup if the prenup made sense. Like if I would, if we ended, I'll get this and that. I mean, I am logical there. So I mean, yeah. So I would sign a prenup if it makes sense. Like you ain't about to leave me high and dry with no $2.
Okay.
Like you ain't about to do that. So I don't know. So yeah, I would sign a prenup and I would make somebody else sign a prenup. I take it back.
Oh, so he already he got.
I reneged.
He reneged. I don't know. I guess I would say maybe like I'm maybe 50-50 with that as well. To where though I probably wouldn't need a prenup because I feel like anytime that you are in a situation and y'all have the money, like somebody should be saving. Not saying that you taking and you pocketing it on the side without them knowing, but if I'm in a situation like that and I'm getting allowance, I'm gonna be saving it up. Mm-hmm. So that way if it does end, I'm able to walk away okay, and whatever else come with the divorce is a bonus.
Right.
So I don't know, but then it is also like, would I get somebody to sign a prenup? If I wanted you to sign a prenup, I think it would definitely have to come with some type of stipulations, like you said. I would have to go with some type of stipulations. What's the comment saying? Would y'all sign a prenup? Producer, would you sign a prenup?
It depends on the situation for me. I'm probably not the best person to ask that. So this is how I feel. Say, for instance, like you got candy coated secrets. Your husband not doing nothing with himself. I feel like people like that, you would want a prenup because it's like, bro, you're not even helping me grow this thing. Like,
my husband.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what do you
Yeah,
think
that
that
wouldn't
for?
even, let's change the scenario. That became close.
it's just it don't have to be for you. I'm just
Okay.
saying in general.
Okay.
So let's just say a person have a significant other and they not putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? For you to progress, or y'all not partnering. And it's like when you decide to leave or when this don't work, you feel like you should just be able to take everything that I work hard for. Like at the end of the day, like I just think like marriages and stuff, it need to be conversations had. Like, listen, if this should not work, like people don't know how to just break up. Like just break up. We don't have to be enemies. Like I don't have to want to see you down bad. Like it's just we don't work together. You get what I'm saying? In a relationship. So if it's that type of understanding, I'm gonna make sure you good when we part. But her wanting $2 million is like ridiculous, and the man will be bankrupt within 15 years.
So to piggyback on that, I feel like if you with somebody and you're chasing your dream, and we all know not our partners don't always want to do it, or be with a, why are we even still together? Like, and so it's like I can't. I mean, for me, like if I'm building this, and I'm not saying that you gotta put your foot all in. But what about on the days that I feel like I don't want to do it? Or what about the days that I'm feeling low? And you're not contributing at all to even say, you did a good job today, or go ahead, babe, you got this, this is what you want, or you even inquiring and asking me about my business. We're not going to be together because my partner is not interested in what I'm doing. And I feel like that's going to cause an issue, right? That's for me. So it's like, I'm not going to even be with you if you don't have some type of interest. Yeah. You may not want a talk show. You may not want your own business. But I think we all want somebody that we're in a relationship to at least show some kind of support and interest in whatever our dreams and ambitions and decisions may be. What do you think?
On that particular topic, I mean, if we've been together, even if you're not doing something, but if we've been together before I, came across some money, or the case would be before I started building myself up. If we've been together before that, and I know you would support me, I may not make you sign a prenup only because like you've been there, and you probably helped support me in times where I needed to grow and become better than what I was. So I may not let you or have you sign a prenup in that case. But if it's somebody new coming into everything that I built, and we don't work out, and you think that you're gonna take you signing the prenup.
But what about if you were with your significant other and they aren't even showing an ounce of interest in what you're doing? Would you stay or do the prenup?
Yeah, it would be a prenup for that because like you ain't about to get away with that. Like you're not.
Okay. All right.
But you also said no, they're not getting away with that either.
I also said I was gonna leave.
Oh, you was
before they no prenup.
So you couldn't be with a person that's not interested in your business.
No, I said I can't be with a person that's not showing any interest in what I have and what I want for myself at all. Because sometimes, I can't speak for everybody, but I know when you do and you are in a relationship with your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and they support your dream and they help you, like that shit feels good. You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to boost my head up because I'm gonna boost your head up. So it's like it feels good. But if I'm building and I'm working for something and you're just not interested in all, why am I even with you? You know what I'm saying? Because even if you may not be trying to build your own, but if you go to corporate America every day, at least I still say, how was your day? What did you do? How was lunch? Anybody getting on your nerves today? Hey, if you just keep going and I'm not nothing and everything is me, then that's just a one-way relationship. This relationship is not a two-way street, so it's not conducive. It's only conducive for one person, so it's a one-way. You go one way, you be one way, and you stay that one way while I go look for a two-way and sometimes a highway with somebody who's going to show the interest and help me grow. Because, we come up against difficulties. I know us, especially as entrepreneurs, where sometimes you need that push, you know what I'm saying? Or your friend, when you feeling low, your friend to say, I know you ain't in there acting crazy, pull you out the bed, get up and do handle your business. To have a man and I gotta still go outside to get that.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Or to have a woman, that would be an issue for me we wouldn't have no prenup because we probably wouldn't even been walking down the aisle.
Yeah, because we in the new day and age where we don't need anybody to be a stay-at-home parent. I mean, especially if we don't have kids. Like, if we don't have kids, ain't no way you being a stay-at-home or wife or whatever the case may be. Like, it's no reason for that in this day and age. Like, we both can go out and have our own. That way, we probably don't even need to really sign the prenups. Like, we probably wouldn't have to bring the prenups in all because you have your own, I have my own. So when we split, you're fine, I'm fine. We don't even need to go in that direction. So I just feel like I said, we in a new day and age. Everybody should have their own. There ain't no need for nobody. I mean, you know, of course, like if it's like health.
Because not everybody has a bad divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can come to. You got some people who be like, look, all I want is your last name to keep it. You can take everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But some people say, I want my last name and just child support.
Mm-hmm.
You can have everything else. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but again, I think that goes back to like the producer said in the beginning. Like at the end of the day, you gotta have this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but sometimes you do have to have the court system step in because not everybody can sit down and have that and come to a mutual agreement. And sometimes they may just need a third party, a mediator, somebody that's not, you know, knowing anything that's going with you or them. They're just neutral to the situation. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say what Laverne Field said. She said, I would just need / want them to show interest in me and support me. I don't need them to be interested in my particular passion, just passionate about me. So that's what I was going to say, because once upon a time, like when I first got into entrepreneurship, the person that I was with wasn't passionate about what I was doing. And like you said, that's challenging when you're with a person and it's like they don't have no type of interest in it for real. It's like you got to force them to be a part in a sense. But at this point in my life, it's like, if you're genuine with me, I don't need you to love producing music or love managing a rap artist. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I don't need you to do that stuff. It's like, if you just support me as a person, I'm good.
yeah, just support me. Yup.
Yeah, so I agree with that.
We all on the same frequency, y'all. 100 thumbs up if you're here. Good God Almighty. I feel like there's a lot of knowledge in here tonight. So we're going to move right along. We're moving right along, y'all. To
We're trying to be on time because we know y'all got stuff to do. Y'all probably cooking while y'all watching
y'all know
the show.
we've been running over 2, 3, 4 hours.
And we appreciate y'all for staying in for those 2, 3 hours. We really do, but we're not trying to hold y'all that long because we know y'all got lives and we got lives too.
Because you know what? Because our lives, man.
Say the names, okay?
But again, make sure you guys tune in next week. Check out the flyer for the Oracle Fairy that is coming to do live energy readings. So make sure that you guys tune in next Wednesday at 7. And like I said, you can look and follow on all platforms and inbox me for the details if you are interested in getting your energy reading done. And remember, all things are done anonymous here because why? It's a secret.
Okay. Candy coated.
What's the next
All right,
topic?
so the next topic we going on is why is drama promoted more than why is drama promoted more than negative, more than positive? Okay, let me read that one. Why is drama more promoted than positivity?
Okay, so why does drama get more attention?
Yeah.
Get more attention and is promoted more than positivity?
Positivity.
I
So,
think
for example,
okay.
the whole Dr. Dre situation and Dr. Dre and Nicole Young situation, the whole situation with Cardi B and
Skip said. Same
Offset. Offset. Like, so why are we so attracted to bad girls?
and Bad Girls Club and the fighting on the reality shows.
Love and Hip Hop.
I think it's because at the end of the day, we do like entertainment and excitement and drama. You know what I'm saying? So I can see why people stop and look at it because I even look at it too. But sometimes I'll be like, I can't watch this. This is just too much for me. I think that the reason for that is because it's a lot of broken and hurt people in the world, and we attracted to hurt. You know, nobody want to hear. Think about it. You ever have a conversation with your friend? They call you all sad or just upset or having a bad day, and you like, hey, wait, cheer up, go drink some water. What you say? I don't want to hear all that happy shit right now. You know what I'm talking about? So it's just, I think that's just like a natural reaction to stuff sometimes. I really don't know, but I think that also it goes with sometimes some people may not want people to know that they like positive stuff, that they're into positivity.
Why is that though?
Because a lot of people care what people think and how they view them. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, for instance. It could be a post or something or a picture maybe you guys, or even at a cookout. I think you brought this up. You know what I'm saying? Some people will wait for somebody else to go to start making a plate before they go and start making a plate. Some people may see a post and they may wait until somebody else write on it or like it, so that they ain't the first one to jump in. Like, so I just think that same thing kind of goes with the whole social media, and it goes with people wanting that negativity. What you think, producer?
I think like everything that goes in must come out. So it's like when it's like having that friend, you know, like you call a friend, you can tell them all the good news, and they just not too pleased to hear it, right? But as soon as you call and say, "Oh, my man left me, my man cheating," they like, "Girl, let's talk," right? So it's like people, like I said, what comes in has to come out. So it's like that's their outlet. You know, it gives them a sense of maybe comfortability to see other people struggling with whatever they're dealing with. Like a show like Love and Hip Hop, I never turned it on. I never wanted to watch.
Yeah,
like,
I stopped watching.
you know what I'm saying?
I
So
feel like it got terrible. After
yeah.
got on.
So it's like yeah. So it's like, you know, and it's interesting how we find like traumatic experiences. We call it entertainment nowadays. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we all are. That shows like, you know, how people be like, "Oh, I'm healed," but if I can watch this, obviously it's something in me, right? That's really pushing me to go there. And that's even me, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I gotta catch myself on social media. Something might pop up and I watch it like, God, wait, why am I watching this? You get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so what is it in me that thinks this is okay? Right. Or why do I think this is even entertaining? Exactly. So it's just like our surroundings, what we take in.
So I want to go to what Laverne said as well. She was saying, she said, because more people vibrate at the same frequency. Water seeks its own level. She said, absolutely, misery loves company. So I definitely think that it because as far as we all about vibrations here, give us a heart and a thumbs up and let me know you're here. And don't forget to share, because, you know, we all what we attract. You know what I'm saying? And if there's a lot of people when they vibrating really, really low, then of course we're all going to be, you know, in what we're dealing with all the negativity and, you know, because it's millions and hundreds of thousands of people in the world. And I think even sometimes you can put, you know, I don't know if y'all paid attention even in chemistry or biology, where there was a time when they talked about energy and what it does. Just like, you ever walk into a room, you be in a room, everybody positive, and somebody coming with that energy and it sucked the whole room. You're like, what did you just bring in here? Oh my God, step back out and call again or try again. It's like, oh my God, it's all about vibrations. It's all about vibrations and the frequencies. And I feel like for me, as long as we vibrate high and we stay on a high frequency, you'll dodge them negative ones.
Yeah.
All the time. It's like what Timothy said. It's all about your surroundings. So I definitely think that. And then people like to watch what they can relate to.
And people aren't educated on that.
Yeah.
You know, like growing up, nobody talked to me about vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Nobody talked to me about energy or, you know, the importance of like conditioning your mind a certain way. That's not a common conversation in our community. It's like when you go through something in our community, you just get diagnosed. You know, they call it mental health or
bipolar.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, man.
And that's what I'm saying. And for me, personally, like, I've been being taught this stuff since I was 12, right?
Vibrations?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have somebody that's been teaching me that since I was 12, right? And it wasn't until 3 years ago, you understand, where I decided to take action and listen. And because like what it was, what she said is, the teacher will appear when the student is ready. And I thought that was like, dang, because even though, like he said, even though I was being taught those things, I didn't utilize them. I still did things. Plus, I was still a child, and we at the end of the day we gotta go through things and learn them on our own. But now because I study it, now because I get into it more, I be like, dang, I wish I would have listened to you 15 years ago, child. You know, Granny Cody would have been international by now, or something like that. So it just all goes down to, you know, that's why I always like to say I'm so glad that I was blessed, like you said, because we don't have a lot of people that are being taught this. So it's like, even though I had somebody and I took my own path, but anytime that person was still always right there.
Right.
And it was no judgment. It was just like, you one day you'll get it. One day you'll get it. If not today, one day you'll get it. Because a lot of the times that you can control how long you decide to be hurt and what you put up with and how long you decide to be unhappy. You can control that because all of them are your feelings. So if you know that being low and sad and crying and depressed and it doesn't feel good, why do you want to stay in that feeling? Y'all understand? I think this is a word. You feel like this is a word?
No, it is a word. And just, like, piggyback off of what you said, like, because I do agree with Bear said, like, some people don't have, like, that voice in their life to say, like, okay, you know, this is what it is, like, vibration. I didn't necessarily have the terminology vibrations and, you know, whatever the other words is. I didn't have those specific words. But I did have
with all the other words.
With all the other words. But I did have that voice in my life to say, you know, watch your surroundings, watch the people you hang around. Like I did have that in a way, and it kind of sort of didn't click to me like until like a few years ago, where it just was like, okay, wow, like I walk into a room and I'd be like, okay, yeah, this isn't. I feel something like this ain't even right. Like I need to get up.
It's all a feeling. Like how many times have you been about to do something, or you like, or somebody say call you to do something? Yo, can we go to this party? Or girl, you like, I got a bad
like
feeling
just going
about
to
this.
like you just have a feeling like no, I just don't want to do, or you just don't want to do it. I mean, sometimes I would get talked into still doing it, and then I'm out. Maybe I'll have a good time. Maybe I won't have a good time. Maybe I wish I was still home. But you know, I did have a voice like there, like whether it was my mom, my dad, or you know, just somebody.
Abraham.
Right? It was somebody there.
Ain't that name in the Bible, so you damn sure should listen.
And it was always somebody there that would just be like, you know, this, like, you know, pay attention, you know, watch yourself, like, you know, just, you know, I had that person.
But did you always listen?
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We don't always listen. So that's why, you know, if you guys are watching and you have somebody that whenever you're down, whenever you get an idea, whenever you think you want to do something, and you can call on them and they giving you nothing but positivity and positive messages, yo, keep them. Hold on to them. Because you never know, some shit may happen along the way where you're going to need the extra push. Because I feel like we also have to change our thinking. If we only feeding our brain negativity and drama all day, because all you reading is the Shade Room, and all you doing is watching reality shows, and all you doing is twerking it, then that's what you put in. Imagine how you would feel if you pouring in love and positivity and help and ways to how to communicate effectively.
Exactly. You definitely gotta tweak your algorithm. Like you gotta really pay attention to what you see on social media. My biggest pet peeve is when people post fight videos. Like I hate that. Like why are y'all posting fight videos? But that's one of my biggest pet peeves. But I had to like tweak the algorithm, or just like, you know, and when I say tweak the algorithm, I mean like just unfollow people, not liking, like don't like that stuff, like actually hitting the like button, don't like it, don't interact with it. If you see it, report it, or you know, mute it. That way you're not seeing that type of stuff, because social media plays a huge impact on your psychological mind. Like you may not think about it like immediately, but sometimes you know it may come back to you. It may like pull forward from the back of your head, and you may think about it. And you're just like, wow, why am I thinking about this? You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what that's doing in your mind per se. But you got to pay attention to what you feed yourself on social media. Maybe not even getting on social media every day, because I know it's hard, because we have just been so conditioned nowadays just to pick up our phone, and first thing we do when we wake up, go on social media. We don't even like pray. We don't even drink a glass of water, stretch, or whatever it may be. We just go right to social media. So we have to like really train our minds to not do that. And social media can be, you know, a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing depending on how you use it. So.
Yeah, because you know, just like somebody for me, like my cousin, I love her because she sends me all this crazy stuff, and I be like, girl, who do you be following? Because I never see half of the crazy stuff, and the stuff she sent me is hilarious. I'm like, yo, I do not see this. I don't see this. Or even when I'm at work, Jazz, she'd be like, Candace, did you see this up? Because you know such. And I'm like, girl, I don't know what's on your timeline, but that ain't on mine. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think it just that all plays a part in it and on it too. So it's just like you you gotta be careful what you give your energy to and what you allow to really like consume you, because it could get you could be stuck there. But to piggyback on what you said is about fighting, when I watch fight videos, I be more mad at the person that's standing there recording it than the people fighting.
I would never record.
It's like, why don't you break this crap up? Like, why? So instead of calling the police or helping, you found time to scroll, go through your camera, and if you got a password, put in all them digits just to go like this. Do y'all see this? Y'all see this fight? You know how much energy that takes? So
you just as bad as the
you're just
fighting.
as bad as the people fighting. At this point, then y'all helping the victims when it's time for court as well. So, keep hope alive. For every negative, you got to find the positive. So, okay, you might be getting your ass beaten, end up in the hospital, but they ain't gonna be able to know that. Kevin did it.
It's a time and place. It's a time and place, to record when stuff is happening. I mean, we have people who, when they have an interaction with the police, random people would just, record so that the world will know like what's going on. But I mean, like fight videos, y'all, we gotta cut that out.
And like Laverne said, she says, whatever we give our attention to expands. So that's all true.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So moving right along, we didn't tell last topic.
Now, last topic.
Y'all know how he feel about.
We really what moved today.
You know how he feel about Donald Trump, y'all. We might run over, but it ain't gonna be but too much over, child. But
because we know y'all got stuff.
We know y'all got something to do. But Donald Trump. Is Donald Trump messing with the elections again? So there was this video that I shared. Some of y'all may have seen it. It's a lady. She's on there and she's talking. I don't know. We never figured out what state it was. Maybe some of y'all watched.
It was a few states.
Would know the states that it was. But the election ballots that they are mailing out comes in I wish I had one. I'm about to say it's advertised. It would look like an advertising ad for Trump.
But it's really the form that you're supposed to have to pretty much vote.
It's the form that you're supposed to have to vote. So at the back of this like 3-page, maybe 3 to 4-page pamphlet, they put the ballot all the way in the back. But each time you turn the page, it's like a picture of Trump, like, yeah, vote for me, or do this, and do that. And it's like, if you're against him,
you would have just threw it
in the trash. So I do think that could be a way. I think that, for whoever it was, that's really a great branding tactic tool to use. You know what I'm saying? It's good if that's what you choose to do.
It should be illegal.
It should be, but even you can use that for other businesses, because shit, I might send out a pamphlet with something on it and be for me. But what I'm saying is that we would just toss it in the trash. And I would like to hope that it doesn't reach any of the black communities, because you already know we don't like voting. And I say that because I have registered to vote. And my ballot has come in the mail. I ain't never done it. I know it's probably self-explanatory, but I'm still going to phone a friend to tell me how to fill it out. So, but I do know I would be like, come on, that's junk mail. For case in point, when they send out the EBT card for the kids, it didn't come in an envelope that said EBT for kids. It came in mail in your kid's name, for one. It was under your kid's name, but shit, I don't know. Some of y'all got BGE and K with your kid's name, so y'all, I don't know. Y'all probably did pay attention, and some of y'all didn't. But it was a blank envelope, and it just looked like junk mail.
Right. But
you had to open it, and people had to tell you and talk to you and say, pay attention, because the EBT card for the kids during the pandemic is in this envelope. So Trump now has this pamphlet that has been mailed out that it looks like, well, I ain't gonna say he had it mailed out, Lord. I don't know. But the whole pamphlet just looks like it's for him. You understand?
Yeah, and it's like real easy, because like I said, I kind of said, if you don't support him, I mean, of course you're going to throw the paper away. You're not even going to read it. And I just feel like that, to me, that's the way to get people not to even vote.
And I couldn't wait to ask you this.
Go ahead.
And I saved this just for camera, because we all know. Give us a heart and a thumbs up if y'all here, y'all, and share, and make sure you come back next week for the energy readings here. It's gonna be we're gonna be on some high frequencies up in here. Hallelujah. Okay. How did you feel? Because I know you are very pro our community. How did you feel with that video being done by a white woman? The election video that I sent you.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about the lady.
He fired producer.
The lady who was like explaining the information.
Yeah, how did you feel about her being white? Because I know how you feel about.
I didn't feel any.
Did it make you feel like you go girl or?
I mean, it definitely.
Or she trying?
Well, she definitely. The video. Candace will post the video on Facebook later, I guess, so you guys can see what we're talking about.
I was not going to do
Oh,
that.
you wasn't going to do that?
I was
How they
not
gonna know
gonna
what
do
we're
that.
talking about?
They should be paying attention.
So, needless to say, the lady, she posted the video and she was just pretty much, she posted it up and she said that the fact that Trump was able to put an advertisement over something that had to do with the election, she said it would have impacted, communities of color more. So, I mean, I did have a you go girl moment. But I mean, because she recognized what it was. I mean, and to me, I just feel like everybody should recognize that. But yeah, I mean, I did have a you go girl moment with.
So we all we have made Kevin have progress with the blended community. Does all lives matter, Kevin? He won't.
All lives won't matter. Until all black lives matter. Let's start there.
But he said he is going to give, Susanna a go girl moment.
I like the post.
He said, I like the post. But I do think, for me, because I don't think that all white people are racist, just like all black people aren't, or criminals or anything like that. But I do think that it does do something different sometimes. Like even at Vincent's, like when I go past there, and it's the crab place that they've been boycotting for forever, protesting in front of, to see white people do it, because I didn't come up in that era. I'm sorry, I didn't come up in that era. But to see, white people getting involved in all that, it's like, come on, if your own people out here, the ones that's doing it, and they saying something wrong, look at them and use them. Like, something is wrong, let's try to change it. What's your thoughts, producer, before we close on out of here?
To be perfectly honest, I'm mad that we even discussing the video, because I believe that's called psychological warfare.
Okay.
As far as the video purpose?
Yeah, of course. You got to understand, when it comes to government systems and all that, it's perfect agendas that's in place. You understand? Did your ballot have Trump in it? See, that's what I'm saying. So it's that's psychological warfare. You know what I mean? Trump don't have to spend money to advertise his campaign, because everybody in the world is talking about his campaign. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying if we ignore it, it'll go away.
I'm saying, why give just like what Laverne had said about basically what you open yourself up to expands. This is the same thing with these type of issues. You get what I'm saying?
Be aware.
Aware of what?
Told me that they made me.
I mean, because like I said, because we easily if something came in the mail for me for Trump, or something came in the mail for you Trump, you gonna read it.
Let me. I get what you're saying, but
that was a question.
No, listen. I don't. I don't believe in government systems at all. So
he said you got.
I'm not opening no mail from anything.
Right, so then he would have thrown it away.
But I'm saying, even if it didn't have Trump, I'm not opening it. That's what I'm telling you. But what I'm saying to you is, your ballots did not have that. So why is it that only she has a ballot that has that? Nobody in Maryland, nobody in our community has stated, oh yeah, I'll open this up, and all I seen was Trump there. You get what I'm saying? But it's our community who's spreading this video, not their community. They already know what they want. They already know what they're going for. You get what I'm saying? So I just think stuff like that, it just be psychological warfare, man. It's it conditions our mind. That hate thing, even though it won't make us, vote for Trump, it still stimulates hate and all that stuff. So I don't know. I just feel like that was agenda. Okay. You get what I'm saying? She didn't move me. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't know nobody.
You did see the video though, right?
I did see the video.
So you know what? For that, since you already put it out there, I'll try and see if I can put it on there, because it's an Instagram video. So if you don't have an Instagram, you won't be able to see it unless they have it surfacing on Facebook. But I think that it's very important to always just be aware as to knowing what's going on around you, even if it's not affecting you directly or in your state. And I'm just sounding so good tonight, yo, because I registered to vote. And and I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch the news, but I started watching the news, because it's sometimes you gotta peek your head from under the rock to see what's going on around you, and then what you take when it becomes too much. You say, okay, I'm going back into my shell again. You know what I mean? So I'll put the video inside the group so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So we will all know. Anything you would like to say, you guys?
Candace is on Twitter, y'all.
Oh yeah, I got a Twitter. I got a Twitter account, you guys. I don't know. Don't ask me what the name is.
I can tell y'all what the name
We still trying to figure.
is.
Oh, okay. So I'm excited about that. So make sure you go ahead and you follow me on Twitter. It's Candy. Y'all know it got to be with Candy Code
It's
Secret.
_ Candy with an I _ coded _ on Twitter. Make sure y'all hit about girl on Twitter if you guys are on Twitter.
And make sure you share, add your friends to the group. I've been seeing all the activity. I love it. Like I said, next week
Next week.
is gonna be good, y'all. We got this. We're gonna have all this energy in here. We are gonna have some readings. Make sure, like I said, check out the flyer and inbox me and let me know if you want to participate. For y'all who already have inboxed me, I definitely have all of it. I'll get to you guys later tonight. And make sure you want to hurry up and sign up before the slots get filled. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I don't want to overpower nobody, child. We're going to be here for an hour. We might have to just start the show off with the reading. Now, that might be a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
That, depending on how that goes, that might be a 2-hour show. Because, like I said, he is going to...
So plan y'all schedule. If y'all cook before the show, eat before the show, because it's might end up being a 2-hour show.
Exactly. So with that being said, make sure that you follow all your dreams, aspirations, and your goals, and stay true to who you are in spite of, and don't allow your external circumstances to dictate and define where you want to be and affect you negatively. You know, remember, the show must go on. And if you don't like the life you have, you go out and you create the life you want. Until then, we see you next week. See y'all.